Hello, my friends. Today we're going to be doing some tapping together, and today's exercise is called Befriending Ebbs. Now, during this journey of healing or recovery or transformation, whatever word suits you best, there are ups and downs. And during the downward portion of this journey, symptoms can flare. And I like to call symptoms inaccurate messages or false messages because that's what they are. It's a reminder that our brain is misinterpreting information and is sending us alarms that we really don't need. And so this exercise is certainly, it's going to interrupt the survival pattern that the brain is running. And by survival pattern, it just means the brain is perceiving danger, or it's trying to create danger because it needs that stress chemistry. And so this tapping is going to interrupt that, but it's also going to help us, hopefully, it's going to help be supportive in that it'll help us see the big picture, to look at these ebbs through our prefrontal cortex, that in fact they are temporary, they can change, and that our tools are actually working regardless of how we feel. And so I did this tapping many times. I have different variations of it, but I hope you like this particular script. I hope you find it supportive. So tap along with me. You can use both hands, one hand either side, or you can just sit and listen, lie down, whatever's comfortable for you. So here we go. So even though there is a part of me that resists ebbs, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though there's a part of me that resists these ebbs, I choose to love and honor myself anyway. Even though there is a part of me that really does not like these ebbs, and I know this is just my brain's way of trying to communicate with me. It's sending me alarms when there's nothing wrong. It's sending me these false messages to get my attention. These false messages can be uncomfortable. These false messages can create the illusion that I am not making any progress. So even though there is a part of me that resists these ebbs, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself just the way that I am. I'm going to go to the top of my eyebrow. All these false messages, these false messages are distorting my reality. It can make it difficult to feel grounded. So I choose to step into my higher self and redirect those false messages. I am open to believing that these false messages are actually okay. I am open to stop trying to fix or change these false messages. I'm taking back my power by making some decisions today. I choose to be okay with not overanalyzing these false messages. I choose to let go of monitoring these false messages. I choose to remind myself that my brain is more neuroplastic during these times. These false messages can be a calling to connect deeper with myself. These false messages can be a calling to heal old wounds. This can be a calling for deeper level identity change. This can be a calling to let go of fear. I am open to letting go of fear. I choose to clear any fear. I choose to set boundaries with my own brain. I set a boundary that I will no longer see my reality through the dark filters it likes to put on me. I set a boundary that I will try and see the good in every situation. I set a boundary that I will view this work as an act of self-love. I set a boundary that I will love myself wholly and completely. I am open to letting go of any fear of these false messages. This is a call to learn more about patterns that do not serve me. This is a call to have more self-compassion towards myself. I am taking back my power. I choose to no longer be afraid. I'm clearing any remaining fear. I remind myself that my brain is misinterpreting information. I choose to reframe these false messages so that my brain can learn that I am okay. I choose to view these false messages from my prefrontal cortex. Meaning that I know what they are. And that these messages, as uncomfortable as they are, they're actually okay. That there is no real danger and I don't need them anymore. I am open to being neutral towards these false messages. I am open to being neutral with being uncomfortable. I am not broken. So there is nothing to fix. I just want to retrain my brain to believe the same thing. It doesn't matter how I feel before, during, or after I use a tool. Every tool I use is interrupting those false messages. And over time, they're teaching my brain that we are okay. I choose to reframe the stressors in my life. I choose to look at these ebbs from my higher self. These ebbs are the healing. They are actually necessary so that I can teach my brain a new pattern. And new patterns take time to strengthen. Just as old patterns take time to fade away. I am so much more than these false messages. These false messages are temporary. I know this because I am coming from a place of self-love. I know this because I will not stop until my brain gets the message that I am okay. Dear brain, there's no reason to be afraid anymore. We are going to be okay. In body, mind, and spirit. I invite you to take 3 breaths together. And that was the end of the tapping exercise. And if you really enjoyed it, if it really resonated with you, I'm going to make more. I'm also going to be making more videos with some somatic exercises, some pattern interrupts, and some visualizations, things that really, really helped me during my journey. And if some of them resonate with you, feel free to use them. And if some don't, that's okay too. None of these tools are mandatory to recover. These are just things that helped me and helped many of my friends, and I want to share them with you. And if you really like this, hit the subscribe button, and that will really help the channel and it will help it grow, and I'll be able to make more videos. Thank you so much. Bye for now.